All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Mark, Carla. Good to see you joining Qi Talk. We had a lot of information last time about digestive health and diet, and it's a huge topic. It's a huge topic not only in Chinese medicine but also in modern medicine. There's a lot of diet and different things that eat or not eat, and what you put into your body is very important. I know in Western culture it's a big topic, and in Chinese culture and medicine, it's also it's a big topic, but in a different way. So it's a different paradigm. We look at things differently, and we started to talk about it last time, and I wanted to kind of complete the talk because there's other things that I wanted to share also. And so this is why we are here today. So for anybody that is doesn't know me, that is online, my name is Eli Cohen. I'm a medical Qigong practitioner and energy healing coach, and I've been teaching for over 10 years and sharing wisdom from the Tao, especially in Qigong, in movement practice. And most recently, I've started this Qi Talks, which kind of like are talks where we can talk about different topics, and we kind of understand a little deeper why we're doing certain things in Qigong and also in Chinese medicine. So kind of like a meld to give people a little bit more wider information and understanding on this practice. And this is really what excites me about social media and about communication online platforms, that we can actually share this information, this amazing technology that came from China thousands of years ago, and how relevant it is to our current life. How if we can really base our lifestyle on some ancient principles that are really developed over thousands of years, we can really tap into our own self-healing and our own healing potential. And this is something that is very available to you. And in Chinese medicine and Chinese culture, it's actually, if you go to China, if you see how people live, how people eat, it very much matches the Taoist philosophy and Chinese medicine. So these, and also in India, Ayurvedic medicine, and how the food, how the way of life really influence the current culture, and there's a reason why things are done this way. And so it's and here we are in the West, and there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of ailments, and there's a lot of people with that rely on medication. And so I think this is it's very important to share information and to kind of go back to the origin, and to see how we can support ourselves, how we can heal ourselves um, from within. It's really about preventative medicine. Western medicine is not about preventative. It's you go there when you're sick already. So there's no information in Western medicine about how to prevent disease, how to live a life that is full of energy, of happiness, and all that stuff. There's no information in Western medicine. Western medicine is here only when you're already sick. And so that's very important. And where do we get this information? So we can look at actually the most ancient medicine on the planet that developed over thousands of years, and to see if we can get some of this information and into our life, and how it can empower us, how can it makes us feel better. So with no further ado, sorry for this big introduction, but really it's about spreading this word. And thumbs up, thank you, Edward. And see how we can how we can find balance within ourselves with all this crazy stuff that's going around us. And there's no, if you're looking to find stress, and it's very easy. How can we find peace within? How can we heal ourselves? So this is why I teach Qigong, and why I do these online little classes that are free and complimentary. Let's start with a little bit of a mindfulness practice. And mindfulness practice is very important to your mental health and to the health of your body. So let's close our eyes. And literally what we do in a mindfulness practice is we are kind of like filling the body with our mind. So just close your eyes and just, instead of thinking, just feeling the form and shape of your body. Enter the body. So fill your body with mind. Mindfulness. The mind fills up the body fully. And travel through the body to see, just to see what sensation you feel, what feelings. Is there tightness? Is there heaviness? Is there pain? Is flowing, tingling sensation, throbbing sensation, heat, cold, respiration, whatever you feel in your body, just discover. Notice the pressure that your body put on the chair. Or is it the chair pressuring your body from the bottoms up? Which is which? And as you feel your body in form and shape, noticing that you're breathing also. See if you can feel the heartbeat. So the first step of mindfulness is to come into the body. That's the first step. As you become more sensitive to your own body, to your own physical body, then you can become more sensitive to the surrounding, to the earth beneath you, to the sky above you, to the room that you're sitting in, and whatever energy there is in this room, beyond the wall of the room, in nature. All around you. So as you inhale, you take energy from nature, from the universe, from that vastness of energy around you. And it becomes part of you. And when you exhale, you give your own energy to the universe, back into the universe. So there's a reciprocation. Giving and receiving. And when this reciprocation is balanced, you can find peace. When you understand, I'm in my body, I take energy in from outside. I cherish, I love the outside. I love myself. I love the outside. When I take an inhale, I inhale love. I inhale abundance. And when I exhale, I give that to the universe back. when the breath in and the breath out are similar in length, force, and depth, you are in peace. Nice. And from here, let's open slowly the eyes. Beautiful. Yeah, a moment of mindfulness, it's all we need. Sometimes just 5 minutes can really clear the mind, and we can see even differently. We can hear differently. So this whole reciprocation of energy coming into the body and out of the body is what we're doing with the breath. And we also do this with food, with water, with what we put into our body. We take energy from outside and it becomes us. And then we also eliminate from the lungs out, from the food goes out back into nature. So this is in the air, we do it through the lungs, and through the with food, we're doing it through the digestive system, and it is a stronger process. It's a much more involved practice. Air is very light, food is very dense. Yeah. And if we feel any discomfort, any issues with digestive system, and we want this process to be easier, we want to break down the density of the food to and this is how I healed myself. I know a lot of people that listen to it. Some people are here just to get some information, and some people really struggle with some digestive issue or pain, or there's Crohn's disease, there's all kinds of conditions. Any condition would be beneficial if you put less tax on the digestive system. The digestive system works really, really hard. And this is why in a lot of practices, a lot of meditation practices, a lot of spiritual practices, fasting is the way to connect to God. Because when we are not digesting food, we're not doing this very heavy work, physical work, our spirit can lift up. We are also healing. So in Taoist tradition, and we talked about it in the twist of longevity. Longevity practices in Taoist is really big about aging. We did a talk about aging, if you remember. Fasting or intermittent fasting, and in Taoist tradition, once a month, we fast the whole day. Some Taoists do it once a week, even the whole day, to regenerate the liver, to regenerate the organs. So the digestive process takes a big toll on the body. And as we are aging, we want to increase our lifespan. We want to have less of an impact. So to eat something very dense and very heavy to digest, like a steak, would be really hard. So, and if any of you have any digestive issues, you want to kind of break up this density of food, make it similar to air, very light, very easy, already partly broken down, to aid in the digestive system. And this is part of what Chinese medicine is. If you go to China, if you know Chinese cuisine, here in America, their Chinese cuisine is very very saucy. There's a lot of sauces, very fried, and fried food is not good for the spleen, by the way. And also very salty food is not good. But in Chinese medicine, we talk about lightly cooked vegetables. So we don't want to eat it raw. We want to break it down a little bit, but not completely to kind of scrape up all the nutrients from the food. So we want to lightly cook vegetables. And in terms, and I didn't talk about it last time, but in terms of like the ratio of what we eat, we want to eat a completely balanced diet. So I know there's a lot of diet out there that say keto, only meat, only this. There's so many fads of what to eat, and none of them are really sustainable. There's a reason why there's fruit on the trees, and there's grains and everything. You need to eat everything. You need to really nourish yourself with everything. This is what we believe in Chinese medicine. And in terms of ratio, we want to have 60%. This is how it is. We want to have 60% of your diet is vegetables, actually. So over half of what you eat would be vegetables. That's enormous amount, like giving what we know in Western diet, and lightly broken down. So either steamed or like sauteed. We want to break it down a little bit, but 60% vegetables, that's a lot. And if we think about it and what usually people are eating, and then only 10% is meat. And yes, we do, in Chinese medicine, we do recommend to eat meat. So, but it's almost like a spice. If you think about 10%, if you look at your plate, only 10/10 of the whole amount is meat. It's almost like adding a little spice. That's the place of meat. So it's really predominantly vegetables, so 60% and then another 10% meat. So it's that makes 70%. So that's the ratio in that's the recommendation in traditional Chinese medicine. And the rest 30% are somewhere in between legumes, grains, and nuts, things like that. So, but 70% would be 10% meat and 60% veggies. And that goes along with what we know about how vegetables are so good for you and so good for the digestive system, all the fiber. Yeah. And so the fruits are also not mentioned here. So the fruits are one of just the 30% that left. So we have in the 30% that's left from the 70, we have nuts, legumes, grains, and fruit. So this is how we this is how we see it in Chinese medicine. This is the ratio. Some diet in Chinese medicine give more a bigger portion for grains. So they say only 40% vegetables and then 30% grains. So say that vegetable is between 40 and 60% of your plate. So that's really how a person should eat every day. This is how you keep your digestive system flowing and healthy. In terms of Qigong practices, again, I highly recommend the Qi breaks, the one that you sit on the floor and do the Qi Nei Tsang massage. This is a really, really powerful way to move things in the digestive tract and to bring healing energy in the digestive tract. And this season we're doing all the practices are digestive practice. So if you'd like to see what is Qigong for digestive system, just come on Thursday at noon. Or if you're a Qi Break member, you can, it's all recorded. You can watch the full classes for digestive system and how to do meridian line stretching and how to connect to the digestive. So the liver is a big portion of tonifying the digestive system, and the kidney. The kidney would be very important. The kidney is in the back. It's the back side of the belly. So we always heal the front with the back, the yin. How do you heal the yin? From the yang. Yeah. So the lower back would be very important. Strengthening the lower back, strengthening the kidney qi, having a good sleep. One thing that is very important in replenishing and strengthening the digestive system is to be grounded. Yeah. Again, we talked about it last time. It's the earth element in Chinese medicine. The stomach digestive system is the earth element. So being grounded is very important. Being grounded in your body, yeah, feeling even not traveling. When people are traveling, they're having problems with their digestive system. Yeah, even my dog, when I take her, when she travels with me to go a lot to Palm Springs or back, she doesn't eat very well. She doesn't drink. So when we travel, we're not grounded. Yeah, traveling is kind of pushing out of center. There's ways to be more grounded when you travel. I worked with a flight attendant that has a lot of problem and really healed through some practices that are grounding practices. Because when you travel a lot, the digestive system is not working as well. It's known. And one more thing that we talked about, just to mention it, that overthinking, worrying, stress, it's known, it's already measured. When you're stressed, the nutrients are not being absorbed by the small intestine as much. So when you are in a state of stress, it's not good to eat and to be stressed at the same time. A lot of people, that's what actually encouraged them to eat, because they're stressed out. I'm stressed, I'm going to take and eat something, right? Especially something sweet. So, but really, sugar is almost like a poison in Chinese medicine, if you believe it or not. It's like sugar, like refined sugar, is very inflammatory. And if we're talking about inflammatory things for the gut, sugar is the first one. Next one would be alcohol, and then you have all the breads and excessive, all the pastries and things like that, and fried food is very inflammatory. So fried food would be very hard on the spleen. Now, the spleen meridian is probably, all acupuncturists probably would agree with me that this is the most problematic meridian. Spleen meridian is the most problem. And if you want to add more trouble to the trouble, then eat fried food. So you really don't want to eat fried food. No fried fries, and all of this is very yummy, but it's very, very hard on the liver, on the digestive system, like fried oil. Really bad. It's good to eat fats, but like avocado is good fats. So you can eat good fats, but yeah, big no-no on fried food. And again, for anybody that wants to learn more or ask questions, maybe we should open it now for questions, because I see that I already talk a lot. Let's see if there's any question. Yes, go ahead. Edward, yeah. You're
you cut out when you said Edwards. I didn't hear that part. First of all,
okay.
on a business marketing thing, listen to your opening. It was the best opening ever. And in the context of that, I would get that out, that brief, whatever, 5 minutes on the internet, and you will attract so many people with what you were saying. It wasn't even a sales pitch. It was like, if you're smart enough, listen to this and follow me and you'll heal. So, chi breaks that was a great tool. I got so much out of it, and I've been hearing everyone, it's been with you for such a long time. But that was incredible. The other thing is, what you're saying. I've been on the keto diet, and as of coming back from Alaska, whatever, 10 days ago, I was down 29 pounds. But in traveling, I wasn't 100% keeping keto going. I had the bread. I had some incredible desserts. You know, but what you said to me just now in the opening, and then through this conversation, was so powerful. Because when I got home and I dropped another 4 pounds, and wait till I see when I'm on the scale what's going to happen. What? I'm less than when I left here, and I ate like a king, you know, and
Oh,
you know, eating the grapes and doing everything, but you know, kept keto balance in mind. But whatever the word is, cheated with the bread and you know some grains and you know and I got to keep away from the carbs because the carbs turn to sugar. I got to keep away from desserts. But some of them were like, hey, I'm only here once in Alaska, I got to do this. And then so what you're saying and what I've always learned is never be 100% anything. 100% keto, 100% this, 100% that. But you know, so if you want a nut or you want an extra piece of dessert, do it, as
yeah.
long as in the basis of it, it's just a very you know small amount. So
Mhm.
thank you for what you said. I think it was very
Yeah,
powerful.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Edward. I like what you're saying. It's like we don't need to stress over diet too. I mean, food should really enhance our life, and that's very important. And you don't want to another thing to stress on. Definitely not on food. You want to enjoy food. You want to enjoy eating, and part of the recommendation in Chinese medicine is to eat happy, to eat with friends, with other people, to have good conversation, to enjoy food, and this is how it's being digested better. And yeah, you can eat, if you feel like eating this or that sometimes. We don't want to be so stricter with ourselves that we are not enjoying life. The saying in Chinese culture is first happiness and then health, and the third is good life. Yeah, so this is a blessing in Chinese. It's everybody bless each other. Happiness, health, and long life. And happiness is the first thing. And if you're happy, you're healthy.
Yeah,
If you're happy, then you're healthy. So it's very important. Happiness, your emotional state, is more important than your diet. And I had a grandmaster that kept saying it to people. Your emotional state. He just said it like that. And I was like, I think I like it. This is really good. And it's true. And when you feel good, when you're happy, that's why people are trying to, everybody looking for love. Everybody wants, because when you're in love, when you are in a good state, when you're emotionally happy, your immune markers going up 30 to 50%. It's a lot. When you are depressed, they're going down 30 and 50%. So your emotional state is very important. And I just want to add that in terms of diet, because overthinking, worrying, stress, all this taxing the digestive system tremendously. And a lot of problem in digestive system is just stress, accumulated stress, and it's very important to have a balanced diet, and yeah, not to be uh, super strict with anything, but in general we want to keep our veggie intake to 40 to 50%. That's a lot. I don't think anybody eats like that. I don't eat like that. I don't eat 50% veggies. I have to admit, but this is the recommendation. So it just tells you, like, if you want to shift I started to cook some actually Chinese food that has a lot of vegetables in it. And nowadays I'm getting much more veggies than I used to get, just because I'm cooking kind of like more Asian food now, which is great. And I lightly saute the vegetables and all that, and it's really, really good, really great for you. So yeah, thank you, Edward, for this. Thank you, Edward.
so with that, could I just wish everybody a very prosperous and sweet new year? And it's the time to fast. And by the way, I'm doing intermittent fasting. Great book, Intermittent Fasting. And
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing because I only eat 8 hours a day, lost my
Mm-hmm.
hunger at 10 o'clock at night for a bowl of cereal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't eat till 12 o'clock and I stop eating by 8 o'clock. And
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing how you feel
Yeah. Yes.
empty, but energy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so important. Fasting is really, it actually showed to regenerate the liver completely. You can completely heal the liver from just stop eating, just drink water for a day, a whole day. And your liver, it's been shown actually, so your internal organ can regenerate themselves just by incorporating fasting. Like in Taoist, again, in Taoist tradition is like a weekly, like one day is a fast day. It's a
Right.
lot. It's a lot, but that would be lengthening your your and it's a beautiful practice, and I've done it. I have not done it once a week, but I have done it, and it's beautiful. It's a very, very powerful and very strengthening, actually strengthening more than so somebody wrote here, Gail, okay, tremendous to your health. Barbecue is also very
It's sugar. It's sugar.
yeah, barbecue. So grilled meat is we know that it's pretty carcinogenic. We want to avoid, if we are eating meat, we want to definitely not barbecuing it on the grill.
Ellie,
Yeah.
Ellie, also the course you gave us when COVID started that we did, and you said drink 2 glasses of water before you start your day. Thank you for that, because that
Yeah.
started me. And everyone, it's so simple. I bring up 2 glasses of water, and when I get up in the morning, it's 16 ounces immediately. And I
Yes.
have 3 glasses of water waiting for me all day long on the kitchen counter. And I just drink and down it. And even in keto, you have to drink twice your weight. So I have to drink 9 glasses of water, or half your weight, 9 glasses of water. But you got me started, and that was such a great course.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
got
Thank
us
you. Yeah.
through
And
the
and
pandemic.
there's a lot of research on that. Drinking water, at least 16 ounces of water as you wake up. There's a lot of research. You can look it up online and see it really heals rheumatoid arthritis, cholesterol, heart imbalances. It's just a myriad of things. They're actually doing studies, started in the 90s in universities in Japan, and they recently did it also in the US. And so drink your water in the morning and throughout the day. So is there any other question? Yeah, and is there any other questions? So it's I think we covered a lot. Last time we kind of talked more about like yeah, Mark, go ahead. You're on mute. Let me see if I can take you off of mute here. Oh, you can unmute yourself. I cannot unmute you. Sorry.
Wait a minute. There we go. I thought I had. Uh, I was just wondering where in the coursework is the abdominal massage that you recommended? Is the Chi Nat San?
Oh yeah. It's under, okay, you know what? I'm gonna send you the link directly.
Okay.
How's that? But it is in the digestive portion. I'll just send you the link directly. If you're in a Chi breaks, there's the Chi breaks for the spring, for the summer, and for the late summer. The late summer is where it's gonna be,
Oh,
but I'll send you the link directly.
okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for this talk. I hope that was informative. I hope it got you to do something different in your diet, or incorporate something. And the way we change our diet, we cannot go from 0 to 100. We go in increments. So maybe we can incorporate this water in the morning, or maybe we can see how we can cook more vegetables, do like or something like that. So see if any of that help you or inspire you to change anything or to improve anything in your diet. Maybe you want to introduce intermittent fasting. you know Intermittent fasting, I think, starting in, like, you can start at 12 hours of not eating. You can start at 14. or 16. You don't have to go, to so many hours, but you can start introducing it maybe only on Monday. So really the way to change things, I just like this conversations to be not only inspiring, but also to like, okay, what can I do? How can this talk will be beneficial to my life, instead of just being something that inspired me and I'll forget about it. So what did you choose? What, maybe the intermittent fasting, maybe the water, maybe something from this. So I'd love for you to choose one of them and kind of slightly starting to move towards a better health. We can all do it, me too, me included. So thank you so much for this. Let's do a closing ceremony. We'll continue with the meditation. We'll continue with our meditation. Let's close our eyes and take a deep breath. Inhale, and as you inhale into the lower abdomen, and put your hands. Allow yourself to put your hands on the lower abdomen and notice when you inhale, the hands come away from the spine. And when you exhale, the hands come closer to the spine. And feel free to to inhale and make the belly inflate a little more. And as you exhale, push physically a little bit more the navel towards the spine. So when you push the navel towards the spine, when you actually tuck the stomach in, this is the only way to strengthen the transverse abdominal muscle. Crunches would not do it. Any abdominal exercise that you do in the gym would not. The transverse abdominal muscles would only strengthen in this when you push the belly in, you tuck it in. What's nice about it, it actually invigorate the kidney. And when you push the navel strongly towards the spine, let's do it on the exhale. And then slowly inhale and inflate it slowly. You start to generate this, what we call the digestive fire. The kidney fire. So slowly, long exhalation, push the navel in, tuck the stomach in. Just see the navel come closer to the spine. As you inhale, slowly open that space between the navel and the spine. This will massage the stomach, strengthen the transverse abdominal muscle, stimulate the kidney chi, and allow the diaphragm to expand and contract. Put your mind in the center there, right? Where the navel meets the spine. And back opening to that full expansion. This is one of the breathing techniques that support healthy digestion and stimulate the kidney fire, increase the fire in the digestive system. And let's relax. And just open all the way. The belly is expanded and relaxed. And rub the stomach, slide your hands across the lower abdomen in a clockwise circle. Feel the heat of the hands on the lower abdomen as you circle around the belly. Little pressure of the hands on the lower abdomen. Breathe deeply. Nice. Beautiful. From here, let's open the hands to the side, open the eyes. Wow. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much, guys. That was really fun and powerful, and glad to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of it. Thank you for contributing to these talks. People listen to it on YouTube and on the podcast. So thank you for contributing to it and coming here. Thank you so much. So I'll see you next time in tomorrow class. Good night, Qigong. Okay, good night. Bye now.